Let's see here. If anybody can hear me now, I'm trying to be live, but I'm not really too sure how this is going to go. Let's see. Just bear with me for another minute or two, and hopefully this is going to work. If not, I'm going to be super disappointed, and I think most of you will be too. And let's see. So guys, I'm probably going to be a little bit delayed here for the next minute or two. I'm still trying to get myself organized, so I apologize if it takes about 3 to 5 minutes to get this going, but holy cow, this is just really being a pain in the you-know-what. There we go. Let's see, I want to make sure that this is live, and Nick, as we talked about, if you could upload a link, that would be greatly appreciated. And let's see, how are we going to do this? All right, so I just went on to my channel, and it looks like it says it's live now. So all of you humans out there who want to watch this tonight, I got good news for you. It looks like it's working, and I'm going to do my best to get around to starting this as soon as I can. I mean, I know I'm starting it now, but it's just I'm having some delays at the moment. I'm just trying to get everything organized, and it's going to take me another minute or two. So please bear with me. I'm new to this whole live stream setup, thanks to the fact that, well, they decided to get rid of Google Hangouts on air. So let's see. Okay, I will formally announce as soon as I'm ready to go. Okay. Open image in a new tab. Nice. Zoom that. Of course, if you zoom it in, it gives you low definition. So, in the meantime, as I'm preparing to get this whole show on the road here is what I will be addressing tonight for this live stream. I want to use this as my opportunity to finally share my thoughts on all of the NFL's color rush uniforms. So I've been wanting to do this for a while. I know that some of you, especially you, Orbital, have wanted to have a live stream, and I've really wanted to give you all a live stream, by the way. So I figured, why not use this Friday night that I've been so lucky to get off to my advantage, and use it to give all of you a chance to see the second live stream in channel history. Now, if my sources for photos actually come through and actually give me good shots of all of the uniforms, well, I might be able to get this started a little bit sooner. So it's going to take me just a moment here. And it's being a colossal pain in the butt, but we'll figure it out. So, and by the way, I'm currently unable to read any comments at the moment. Alright, so I'm going to take a quick look and see what comments I see here. So, hey, buddy, it's live. Hi, Jeremy. Hi, Nick. Google. It happened 3 weeks ago. Yes, I agree. I agree, Nick. I'm glad that they didn't actually do a new full color rash design, because it would have been a total train wreck and a half. My goodness. I don't know why they make it so damn difficult. Okay, now I finally have a good, solid photo to work with here. Jesus Christ. I was thinking that I wouldn't be able to start this until about Christmas time, so we're doing a little bit better now. Okay. And on that note, I just need to check one thing on Discord. And once that happens, we're going to get started. Hey everyone, we are now live. All right. Hey Angus, I'm glad that you are joining in as well. It's nice to see some people. So, all right, you guys. Okay. One more thing I want to do. Actually, no, I won't. Screw it. Okay. This is being a pain in the butt. Okay. 3, 2, 1, action. So, ladies and gentlemen, if there are any ladies, hello. But hello, guys. Welcome to my second live stream in channel history. You know who I am. I'm, of course, Rockzilla, and I know my formal name is TheRockzilla94. However, I know that I have talked about this a little tiny bit on Discord over the past month, but truth is, I'm going to go on the record now officially here on YouTube and announce that August 1st, 2020, I am planning on rebranding my channel. And by rebrand, I mean changing the name. I know I've been the Rockzilla94 since August 1st of 2015. However, I would like to cut it back and just go with Rockzilla going forward, because it's less wordy and honestly, it sounds much better overall. And it's a little bit more of a streamlined name, and personally, I think it's the right thing. Okay. Jeremy, are you saying to what in terms of? Oh, okay. Um, are you guys able to hear me on your ends, wherever you may be, whether you're Canada, United States, or Newfoundland, as Foster Hewitt once iconically said? Audio is good. Thanks, Nick, and thank you, Angus, both of you, for quickly mentioning that to me. I appreciate that. So, yes, I figured why not start this live stream off on that note. So, yeah, once again, in case there was any audio issues before, we'll make it official here and announce. Hey, Sean, glad to see you here. Hey, We Just Eat 96. This should be good. I should try and do more Friday night streams more often. And yes, Sean, I'm hoping that, well, good luck to the Rough Riders. I know you're a Riders fan, but I actually would not mind seeing the Stampeders steal their thunder. Sorry, man. But as a proud BC Lions fan, if our team somehow pulls off a miracle and makes the playoffs, I want everybody else to get sloppy and to lose momentum. So I'm hoping that happens, but good luck, Chuck. So, okay, so as I was saying, August 1st, 2020, I'm planning on, and I'll make it official now, rebranding the channel where instead of it being TheRockzilla94, I'm planning on just cutting it off and calling it Rockzilla. Less wordy, more streamlined, and honestly, I think it sounds better. So, yeah. Okay, so here is the main outline that I have for tonight's live stream, and I do apologize to those of you who have wanted a live stream for being so damn last minute. I know that especially you, Orbital, have wanted a live stream for a while, and I have too, by the way. The problem has been that finding time to sit down and do these is not an easy task for me, and with my current line of work, sometimes my schedules are incredibly sporadic, and yeah, it makes it hard sometimes to plan these live streams. So I figured, okay, well, since it's Friday night and since I somehow miraculously got the day off work, why not do this live stream? So it's so great to see so many of you here on the live stream. I'm really looking forward to this. So let me give you a brief outline of what my intention is for tonight's stream. My stream intentions are to, number one, cover all of the Color Rush uniforms in as much detail as I can. Number two, enjoy reading your responses and comments. And number three, I might talk a little bit about some other stuff, but I will say this, I want to try and keep this to about 1 hour to 90 minutes in length from the start of right now until the end of the stream. Also, my apologies for the fact that we're 12 minutes in and I have not really gotten to the chase yet. I've been basically a chicken with its head cut off trying to figure out this new live streaming format and all this other shenanigans that YouTube has put together. But so far, it's actually not too bad. And, you know, and to the We to See YouTube, you know, if I'm sure there's some algorithm somewhere listening to this because it's YouTube, but please, for the love of God, fix your stuff. Everybody loves your site because it's easy to use. We just want it to be easy and simple. So let's read some comments here. Yes, go Lions. All right, King Angus, you're a Lions fan too. Calgary's winning 30-21. Good. Go Stamps, go. Sorry, Sean. If Saskatchewan wins, they'll be very happy for you. Glad that the Nationals beat the Cardinals today. I'm at the point where I could care less who wins, as long as it's not the Yankees. I do not like the New York Yankees. And I really don't like the fact that the Red Sox and the Yankees are able to spend so much friggin' money every year and be annual contenders, unlike most teams in Major League Baseball. I would actually like to see both teams in separate leagues. Pardon my bias, everyone. I'd be shocked if the Nationals go. They have been hot. Well, you know, Sean, the Nationals are looking pretty decent. They did manage to beat the Dodgers, but the Cardinals are going to be a damn tough team to beat. I need the Nationals. You don't want to deal with St. Louis fans having 2 championship runs this year. You hate living near St. Louis. That's funny. Well, if the Cardinals win, I'll be happy for the folks in St. Louis, as long as it's not the Yankees. I don't care who wins. And I'm praying that the Astros take the Yankees out. That would be wonderful. Cardinals and Cubs hate each other. It's just a game. It shouldn't be that big of a deal. But yeah, no, I can understand why. Hopefully, I'm hoping that whoever wins just is anybody but New York. Washington needs to go. I don't agree with that. It's kind of cool seeing their city and their franchise finally getting to the championship series. If they make it all the way, I'd be very happy for that city and their fan base. I'm not a Yankees fan either. I'm a Jays fan. Yes, I am a Blue Jays fan as well. And also, I am a Mariners fan, and I like the San Diego Padres, who I'm so excited are finally going back to chocolate brown and gold. It's long overdue. So happy about that. So the Wheatus Heat 96, to answer your question, are the Golden Knights getting a third jersey, or did they cancel or postpone? They are getting a third jersey. However, I have heard that it could be delayed for until next season, and let me explain why. So what's going on, according to what I've heard behind the scenes, is that they're trying to get the right gold fabrics for the jersey. So it will be the same hue of gold as the sleeves on their gray and white jerseys that they have now. So what the problem is, from what I've heard, is that they're trying to get that material into an entire hockey jersey design, and Adidas has been having trouble getting the materials together to create the jersey design. They've got the design ready. They're what they're trying to do is they're trying to get the uniforms ready on time, not just for the players, but also for retail, so that they can start selling the replicas to the fans. And also, Bill Foley has said that he thinks it is better than the gray one, which I'm sure it is. I like the jerseys that the Golden Knights have, but in my biased opinion, I do think they're a little bit overrated. I'm not fond of the steel gray heavy identity, and honestly, I would love to see the Golden Knights go gold. I did make that gold concept that is on Discord in my concept section. I think something like that would be absolutely terrific. Want it to be an Astros versus Nationals World Series. As long I don't care who wins in the National League, as long as it's not the bloody Yankees representing the American League, I could care less. I want the Knights to have a third, but they're too slow. Jeremy, um, I want the Golden Knights to have a third as well. But the thing is that if they need more time to get the gold fabric right, so we get a unique metallic gold third jersey, I'm all for it. Their hue of gold is absolutely, absolutely wonderful, and I'm hoping that they're going to get it in time for this year. But I'd be happy to wait another year if it's a great design. Ooh, a 1.0 Blackhawks jersey, eh, Nick? That's really cool. I hope you do buy it. Wish the Blackhawks would bring back their 2009 black third jersey. Hey, Nick, you've got someone else on your wagon of people who like that design the best. I mean, personally, I would rather them keep their new Winter Classic uniform. I'm glad that they brought it back this year. Um, Jeff Molson of the Montreal Canadiens did a short Q&A on Twitter the other day. Someone asked if he would like the Habs to have a third jersey, and he said to expect one in the near future. That's an interesting one. I hope that if Montreal does do one, that they only do a throwback only. Okay, 30-28 Calgary. Riders scored a TD. Alrighty. I would put my TV on, but I'm worried about a reflection on this camera and also creating a potential copyright problem because there's footage from TSN in the background. And it seems like the algorithms here are about as sensitive as a man's scrotum, so I'm going to try to avoid that like the plague. So if you guys keep updating me on that, thank you all. Habs barber pole, please. Orbital, I love that design too. I don't give a damn what anybody says. But you know what? If Montreal has to have a third jersey, just wear the 2016 Winter Classic sweater. Nope, you will not get a complaint from me whatsoever. I love that design, and they should bring that one back. But honestly, I'd rather Montreal not have a third jersey. I think their classic home and away sweaters are perfect the way they are. I don't think they need anything else. And I'm glad that Detroit has elected not to go with the third jersey because, in case you haven't watched any of my recent videos about it, the Red Wings were considering either A, a black jersey, or B, something that's a hybrid between the Stadium Series and a new uniform that's red that has a whole lot of black on it. And honestly, the Red Wings do not need a new design whatsoever. They should just leave the uniforms the way they are, which I know they wouldn't be changing their main jerseys, and they better not. They're classics and they're super beautiful. But please don't ruin your uniform history with the new third just to be trendy. Yeah, the black third, if they did bring that one back, Nick, and the We to Seat 96, I would be happy with that option that Nick suggested. But honestly, I prefer the 2010 Winter Classic sweater over the long-time third that Chicago had. I mean, it's a good jersey, but I don't know. There's something about it compared to their regular uniforms that just doesn't look the same. Even though if they did bring it back, I would be totally down with it. I want to have to give up a kidney for it. Ain't that the truth? I've actually recently tried to find one on eBay and I've had trouble. Hope the Wings never ever get a third jersey. They should only keep their jerseys the same. The only way I'd be okay with the third jersey is if they either did a Detroit Cougars throwback or they did that throwback sweater design that they wore during the 1991-92 season. Those would be my only exceptions. Yeah, I agree. I mean, overall, I'd prefer it, but if the Wings had to have a third jersey, I'd rather them do a real throwback. Has anyone yelled "Detroit sucks" while watching them play? Not yet. It's kind of ironic because as much as I love the Red Wings uniforms, have I ever been like a full-blown fan in any way, shape, or form? No. But perhaps that's something new I should do in the future. Yeah, no, just kidding. I did it when they beat the Habs the other night. Ha! There you go, Sean. You got someone who did it. I would rather say Toronto sucks. Sorry, just clear my throat. Or I wasn't. You got sniped. That sucks. Used to have to do it. Yeah, you know what? We just eat 96. The '09 Winter is my favorite alternate design um, in uh, Blackhawks history. That throwback out as a third. I know I'm not a Leafs fan myself, and I don't like how here in Canada how much attention they get compared to the other six franchises, which in my opinion there should be a seventh in Quebec. But you know what? I see that one of you who I'm not going to name for comical purposes that would have wanted Boston to beat the Blues, but uh, they didn't. They didn't. Okay, so let's see where we are at now. So what I'm going to do now, my connection is unstable. So we tried to reconnecting. Okay, looks like it's fixed itself so far, and only 2 of you are now watching. Um, what the hell is going on with my connection? Okay, so why is my bloody connection unstable? Okay, so if I don't see your as a Canadian hockey fan is how much the media harassed the poor guys. Like, let them just play the damn game. A Thanksgiving video on Monday, I will be looking forward to that, Sean. So without further ado, let's start. I'm going to start talking about the Color Rush uniforms. I just want to give a quick disclaimer that I'm not going to be reading your comments frequently. I'm just going to be staring at a picture from my end and sharing my thoughts on all of the uniforms of the NFL's Color Rush, Color Rush program, which they started launching in 2015 with a full league-wide launch in 2016. So let's get started, everyone. I think it's a good time to start. So I'm going, everyone. I think it's a good time to start. So I'm going to and I'll also address teams that have uniform changes. And if I forget anybody, please, for the love of God, let me know. And I would really appreciate that, by the way, so that I can make sure that we get everybody covered, even uniforms that have been changed since this program started, which there are some uniforms that have unfortunately been changed. And yeah. So without further ado, folks, let's start with the Kansas City Chiefs. Why would the NFL allow the Chiefs to wear head-to-toe red? They're a team with gorgeous uniforms from head to toe. The only thing I would do is get rid of the red inside the pant striping. Make it white, gold, white. That would be perfect, and I don't know why they don't do that. It looks weird, and it doesn't look good, and it doesn't match the striping on the sleeves. Make the pant striping match the striping on the sleeves, and that would be good. But here's the thing. I don't want to see a team like the Chiefs in a one-piece ketchup leotard. Head-to-toe red is not a good look. I don't give a damn what college football does. I care about the NFL. Like, stop trashing classic uniforms like that with one-piece leotards. It's not a good look. I mean, if the Kansas City Chiefs had to do something different for the color rush, they should be wearing their bright golden yellow inverted jersey, which is a new line of extra uniforms that Nike has brought out for the purpose of selling more replica jerseys. Imagine them with that yellow jersey with their red pants and contrasting socks and their red helmets. It would be a gorgeous look. But instead, we're stuck with head to toe red. And this is something I hate about the color rush. You have to wear a one-piece monochromatic suit instead of contrasting elements, which would actually would have made this event a great thing. So yeah, the Chiefs in all red sucks. Now moving on to the Steelers. I like the idea of a more retro take on their uniform. And to my subscriber, Sean, I agree with you that they should go back to their 70s throwbacks full time. I don't like the new number font and lettering font that they've got now in 2019 that they've had for basically 20 years. I'm not a fan. I don't understand the rationale why they changed it at all. I mean, for a one-piece monochromatic black suit, it works. I mean, the jersey design is just gold on black or Pittsburgh gold on black, and it works. But imagine if they could actually wear it with their regular yellow pants. I mean, that would be a really great idea. And by the way, I think the Bumblebee throwbacks were cool. But I do prefer the 70s throwback for anybody wondering. And I hope that we do see it for a game or two this year as well, by the way. So let's move on again now to the Washington Redskins. The Redskins were supposed to wear a one-piece monochromatic yellow jumpsuit. Yay! So you're going to take a team with classic uniforms and give them a one-piece yellow leotard to wear. Thankfully, the Redskins elected to wear head-to-toe burgundy instead, and although I wish that they would have never done a color rush type thing at all, I will take monochromatic burgundy over head-to-toe golden yellow. I mean, if the Redskins ever decided to bring that yellow jersey back and wear it with contrasting burgundy pants, then let me tell you, I think that would be a gorgeous third jersey option. But a one-piece suit, count me out. Now, moving on to the New York Jets. So they just changed their uniforms this past offseason, and honestly, I like the brighter green, but the new uniforms are really mediocre, and they are too much like the Rough Riders, in my personal opinion. I wish they would have gone back to what they had in the early 1990s. Those were great. But with the Jets, their color rush uniform was a jersey to toe one-piece Kelly green suit. And honestly, it was great seeing the Jets in Kelly green again, or Hunter green, or whatever the hell they call their green color now. But you know what? That uniform was okay, but the sleeves or shoulder area striping reminded me so much of the Saskatchewan Roughriders. And you know what? It almost looked like a monochromatic Rough Riders throwback almost. And I didn't like that. I loved the color, loved the jersey, but I felt like it was the wrong jersey for the Jets. But that jersey has clearly made the Jets decide to go back to the brighter green and change their uniforms, which I'm glad the old green is gone. I hated it. And their old design, I mean, I've never truly liked it, but you know what? It's better than what they've switched to. But their new color rush uniform is now black. It's just a black version of their current uniforms, and for an alternate to to wear for a game or two, it's fine, whatever. But honestly, I am really, really not a fan of it. But you know what? It is what it is. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to now talk about the Dallas Cowboys. I did kind of touch base on them when I did my weekend Cowboys uniform rant. If they could just wear navy blue socks or even silver pants with their color rush jersey, then I think it would be a perfect option to wear once a year. But all jersey to toe one piece suit, I'm not a fan of. If they can't wear silver pants with that uniform, I think they should at least be allowed to wear contrasting navy blue socks. It would make it much better. But anyways, what I'm gonna do is talk about 5 teams and then read the comments. Read more comments. So okay, I might get the chance. Boston's weather. Okay, I might get the chance. Boston's weather. Did I hear the NFL was trying to have the Bears wear their orange pants for color rush? You know what, Nick? I have not heard of that, but it would not surprise me. And honestly, I thank you, Chicago Bears, for electing to just wear your regular home uniform as a monochromatic one-piece navy blue jumpsuit, because a monochromatic navy blue or black uniform works. Orange is just a prison jumpsuit, and that's not a compliment. Don't get me started on the color. Some of them I'm not a fan of. The jerseys overall are good for the most part, but the one-piece suit thing is a joke. And it is a dumb cash grab, I agree. The NFL sells a limited edition helmet that look like college helmets. Yep. I don't like the one helmet rule in the NFL. I hate it too, Sean. I hate it too, 100%. At least for now, color rush jerseys don't have ads on them yet. Hey, Jeremy, the NFL and all these big professional sports leagues better not get ads. They make more than enough money, and it's a total sellout. I will not watch the NBA because of that. And I'm not kidding. That's BS. It should not. These leagues make more than enough money. It's a total sellout, and I think it's a slap in the face to fans everywhere. And the NBA didn't even bother to cut their ticket prices either. Bunch of jerks. How are the Bears able to get away with the 3 helmets they have? Their normal helmet and 2 throwback helmets. That's because they changed their decals. They don't change the navy blue helmet itself. They just changed the decals on it. Bad enough if the NBA does it. Sean, I agree with you there. Also, never put any ads on. They better not put any ads on any of the jerseys. I think they need to take them off the NBA right now. I wouldn't scream. I'd want to slap somebody right in the face and maybe kick someone in the balls, personally. I mean, I would never actually do it, by the way, but that's what I would feel like. I mean, I would think it's just such a slap in the face to all of us fans. Oh, we're going to put ads on jerseys to make more money. Well, you already make billions of dollars a year, guys. What the hell? And hopefully they won't word code them. Yes. I just hope they never put ads on them at all. I wouldn't buy any NHL jerseys with ads on them. I will not buy an NBA jersey even if it doesn't have an ad on them because they decided to sell out. Saw the Green Bay Packers a few weeks ago wear a navy blue and gold uniform, and I wasn't a fan of it. For a once-a-year throwback uniform, it's just a throwback, and honestly, once a year, I don't mind it. I actually think it's a cool jersey to wear. I wouldn't want to see them wear it all the time because them not being enforced green and gold is sacrilege, in my opinion. It would be like changing the Canadians' jerseys. But once a year as a special throwback, I'm all for it. But yeah, I wouldn't want to see it all the time. Wasn't either Green Bay should only wear green and white. Well, for once a year for a throwback, I think it's okay. Anything else, anything more than that, agree it's too much. Bears 100th anniversary throwback is my favorite Bears jersey. Honestly, Nick, I love that uniform myself. Now, would I want it to overtake their away jersey? No, but I think it's a nice uniform. They should bring it back. I hate ads on sports jerseys. I'm glad I'm not the only one for Legal Seat 96. So let's carry on to the next 5 teams, and then I will obviously take a break to read more of your comments, you guys. So, oops. I just about had a Mr. Bean moment where I spilt water all over my table. Great idea. So let's move on to the Carolina Panthers. Their one-piece Carolina blue color rash uniform is just hideous. I really don't like what the Panthers have been doing. They had that jersey for a game this year already with black pants and silver helmets, and it looked weird. It was really bad. And what frustrates me about the Panthers is that their light blue jersey is beautiful, and they always pair it with either color rash elements or random elements like their black pants that don't look right. But that uniform, it's just not pretty as a one-piece suit. As for the Cleveland Browns, their color rush jersey is the only good jersey or the only tolerable jersey they have left. Now that it's their main home jersey, I noticed they've been wearing orange socks with it, which does make it look a lot better. But they should have never changed their last uniforms, period. The only thing that I could see that I would approve for a change is if they wanted to cut back on the amount of stripes on the sleeves because of the new muscle shirt hybrid football jersey template style that we now have in the 2010s. I mean, but besides that, though, I mean, I hope that the Browns just go back to what they had before, to be honest, even with the extra striping. It was perfect the way it was. It did not need to be changed. Their collegiate uniforms are garbage. Everybody hates them from what I've heard. And in fact, at one point, I heard they wanted to put the words dog pound, spelled D-A-W-G, on the front of their jerseys instead of an oversized Cleveland word mark. I mean, their new jerseys are hideous. They've ruined a pair of the best uniforms in the NFL just to make more money. It's a joke. I mean, are their color rush jerseys better? Yeah, but are they great? No. I hate that monochromatic crap. We've seen it in the National Hockey League last season with the Flyers and Penguins in the Stadium Series. I did not care for it. That Flyers jersey goes down, in my opinion, as the worst jersey of all time in NHL history because it had no contrast. It was horrendous. And also, why it hits that criteria for me is because in the year 2019, teams are able to sit down on a piece of sophisticated technology that they did not have 100 years ago called a computer and look at a uniform before it's approved, before it's ever stitched, before any seams are sewn and numbers are stitched. There's no excuse for not having contrast. And, now you see the Browns in this monochromatic brown on orange crap. The Oilers just did the same thing with their new third jersey in the NHL. And, is it the worst third jersey I've ever seen? No. I mean, I actually think the navy blue, orange on navy idea could be a cool design. But what they went with? No. So moving on to the Buccaneers, who have the worst uniforms I've ever seen in the NFL. A one-piece head-to-toe or jersey-to-toe red morph suit. Yay, go Power Rangers. Yeah, that's not a compliment either, folks. So when they first wore this jersey for the last game that the Rams ever played in St. Louis, they actually had a little pewter sash on each side of the upper chest of that jersey, and then the following year they took them off. So now it's just a plain red practice jersey with digital alarm clock numbers to be edgy and modern. Woohoo! Not. And the thing is it's just a hideous uniform. But the problem is it's a moldy rotten cherry on a half-eaten cake covered in mold and human excrement. And it's just bad. I mean, I hope that this rumor that they're getting new uniforms next season is true, man, because holy Jesus, mother of Christ, their uniforms are the worst uniforms I've ever seen in the NFL. They're just horrendous. It's teams like the Buccaneers that piss me off because the NFL makes them wait 5 years to change. No, they should not only have been allowed to change after a couple of years or even 3 years, but they shouldn't have even been allowed to wear them. That's how bad I think they are. And if you disagree, I respect your opinion, but their uniforms are bad. Now, as for the Tennessee Titans, they've switched from their powder blue pajamas to their new hideous uniforms that look rather Seahawks-esque and not in a good way. I think their color rash design is all powder blue still, and it sucks. And their new uniforms are even worse. You've got 2 shades of gray on the shoulders, and you've got these weird, hideous numbers. And on the powder blue jersey, the legibility from the letters and numbers on the back of them is very bad. And in fact, that's why they made their numbers a little bit bigger this season because, well, we're stuck wearing these pieces of garbage for the next 4 years, so we better make them a little more feasible and easier for our announcers to read, eh? So the Titans' new uniforms as a whole are just bad, and the only red on the jerseys is because of the Nike check mark. Well, that's a pretty bad thing when a team or when a company logo is providing red accents on your jersey. I think that's just wrong. So the last team before I take another quick break to read your comments will be the Arizona Cardinals. So who needs to have a black alternate jersey when you can have an additional black alternate jersey that takes your regular jersey and removes all the weight off of it? Woohoo! Great idea. And just to make it look even more out of place, let's continue to wear our white helmets thanks to the NFL's one helmet rule. For one game a year, the red on black's okay, but it's time for the Cardinals to fix their goddamn jerseys. I don't know why they've been wearing their current crap for as long as they have. It's long overdue for a change. But anyways, let's go take a look at more of your comments, you guys, and take a breather from that. Ads. I do too. There's enough ads and sporting events already. I totally agree, Sean. Totally agree, Jeremy. Wish the Oilers would go back to retro. I think Calgary are going retro soon. Yes, the Wheatus Seat 96. The Oilers should have never changed. The royal blue and orange was gorgeous, and their WHA throwbacks were the perfect thirds. In fact, if they have to do a navy blue third jersey of some sort, I'm all for it. And then if they wore the orange one, WHA one as a throwback, that would be perfect. But no, they had to go to bright fluorescent, blinding orange and navy blue, which looks black during games. I mean, great idea, Edmonton. Woohoo! Let's get rid of one of the best looking sets of uniforms in the National Hockey League and wear this new crap, including that new Halloween inspired third jersey. You know what? And by the way, I can confirm they're not even bringing that retro jersey out for a couple of games as a heritage jersey this year. It's BS. But unfortunately, there's nothing we can do. But I will say this about the Oilers. Make the Oilers royal blue again. Now, as for the Flames, I hear they are going to go retro next season. I'm not sure if that's going to happen or not because they are getting a new arena hopefully soon, from what I've heard. But yeah, I mean, the Flames need to go retro. Their Heritage Classic sweater is gorgeous. It's one of the few Adidas-made jerseys that I actually really want. And thank you. I'm glad you enjoyed the Power Rangers reference, Nick. I mean, unlike the Power Rangers, the Buccaneers have not been able to win since they switched to their current design. And to you Buccaneers fans out there, sorry for the insult, but I hate their uniforms. They're so bad. They now have an ability to 3D print their designs on the jersey, so why don't they do that? That would be an interesting idea, Jeremy. I'm glad you made that reference, or that statement. I'm intrigued now. Oilers and their Home Depot thirds. I call them the Halloween jerseys, but you know what? The stripes on the arms are too thin and too close together. Like, even if they spaced those out, they would be more tolerable. I mean, I made my conceptual mock-up on my Discord, and Jeremy, if you get a chance, join my Discord. It'd be nice to have you there. But if you join my Discord server, then you can have a chance to take a look at what I did. I think they should have the same type of striping as the Hurricanes' new third jersey with heathered orange striping, and that would have looked way better. Am I the only person that thinks the Bucks should go full-time retro? Okay, I love the creamsicle orange color, but I think that if they're going to go retro, they need to go back to the Super Bowl winning look, because the red on creamsicle for me just doesn't look good, and Bucko Bruce, in my opinion, just does not look like he's aged very well. Now, where is my water? I'd like to find it before I spill it. There we go. Yeah, I mean, I'd like to see the Buccaneers either go back to their Super Bowl winning red and pewter uniforms or something new with creamsicle and black. The thing is with the Buccaneers' old uniforms, I really do believe 100% that the pewter is grotesquely overrated. I think their old uniforms that they won their first Super Bowl and only Super Bowl are overrated. But if they switch back to him, I'm all for it at this point, just to get rid of the garbage they have now. I'm thinking that as well. I want Tampa to go back to the retro, go with their 2003 Super Bowl jerseys. Message retracted. Could you hide it? No. So Jeremy, I got a question for you. It says message retracted. Did YouTube block your message, or did you just delete it? I just want to make sure that I'm not. No, none of your comments are being randomly deleted. That'd be stupid. But it's not letting me. Okay, Nick. Give me a second, and I'm going to try and share a link here, and hopefully my internet cooperates. Okay, Jeremy, you did that to your comment? Okay. Sorry, I just want to make sure that there's no random algorithm police or anybody deleting your comments. That's all. Okay, so Discord's being stupid, so I'm not going to go on Discord to try and post the link. If somebody has a chance to get to a link, because I know Sean and Nick and Orbital, I have made you guys administrators on the Discord server. I can post the link. What I'll do, Nick, and everybody else is I'll post a Discord link later on after I cover the jerseys. So what I'll do now is I will go back and cover more of the jerseys, and then I will see what I can do about a Discord link. So okay, we ended off at the Cardinals. As for the Raiders, I applaud them for the fact that they just went with a retro jersey. Their pants are a little bit more white than silver, but the Raiders were able to compromise with the NFL with a pant that's between silver and white, so that it looks more like a white monochromatic uniform. Um, the Oakland Raiders, sorry, I almost called them the Oakland Athletics there. My bad. But the Raiders uniforms are perfect. I mean, they're even their retro jersey. The only difference is silver numbers, as far as I know. I mean, if they wear that now and then, that's great. But their regular jerseys are perfect just the way they are. So having that one as an addition, that's actually a color rush uniform that I do like. And another one that's okay is the Cowboys one and the Steelers. Now, the next team on my list is a team that should switch to this jersey design. Notice in my wording, full time. The Denver Broncos. The one-piece prison or Denver County Jail prison suit uniform just does not look good. I mean, I love the retro navy blue or retro-inspired navy blue helmet with the vintage logo on it. Looks great. The jersey looks great as well. But man, if they could just wear it with contrasting navy blue pants, they should have made that design their home design with the matching away yesterday. Beautiful jersey design. All it needs is contrasting pants and a matching away jersey, and holy crap, you have got one of the nicest pairs of uniforms in the NFL. Now, as for the Chicago Bears, as Nick and I mentioned earlier, it is so nice that the Bears just went with monochromatic navy blue. For a team doing head to toe one color, they actually look quite nice. I mean, would I want the Bears to wear it more? I'd prefer if they didn't. But under the circumstances, it's actually a uniform I don't mind. I mean, it's hard for anybody, in my biased opinion, of course, to dislike the Bears jerseys. Now, moving on to New England. Everybody's favorite team to hate, from what I gathered. They took advantage of the situation of not being allowed to wear their red throwbacks and created a new hybrid uniform that, in my opinion, looks really quite good. I really, really enjoy their color rush jersey, and I don't even mind it being a one-piece navy blue monochromatic jumpsuit. I mean, but once again, if they could wear contrasting silver pants, Jesus Christ, that would be a gorgeous third jersey. But no, they have to wear a one-piece jumpsuit thanks to Nike. So now the next team to talk about here is the Detroit Lions, who are an interesting anomaly. And let me get into that right now. So with the Lions, when they first got their Color Rush uniform, it was supposed to be a new black jersey with the new number font style that they had when they launched their uniform 3 years ago. Because they needed to wear, I believe, to contrast with the other team they were playing at the time, but also included a new to contrast with the other team they were playing at the time, but also included a new headset for sale online, and I'm sure there's people out there that bought that jersey thinking that they would wear it, and they never did. And honestly, that really disappoints me. They should have had to wear that jersey for at least one game before switching to the new gray one, which, by the way, I do not like their new uniforms. After the hell their blue is called. They should go back to the uniforms that they had back in the 1980s. Those to me were gorgeous. And by the way, I think their current throwback design that they wear is really overrated too. I don't like it. It's too plain, and I don't like it. What they should do is they should go back to the Saunders era 80s, early 1990s uniforms. Those to me are the best uniforms in Lions history. Now, finally, before I go read more of your comments, let's talk about the New York Giants, or as Chris Berman would say, the New York Football Giants. Okay, with the New York Giants, they did a one-piece white uniform that was a throwback to their designs from the 80s and 90s. Honestly, I don't know why the Giants don't go back. I mean, their home jersey, I mean, I know their current uniforms are throwbacks to past era uniforms, and that's fine. But the plain blue jersey is a rather mediocre uniform, in my opinion. I really don't like their current uniforms. You've got an away uniform where the jersey's white and red with no blue. Yet you've got a blue jersey that has literally no red on it. I mean, I prefer the Giants word mark on the helmets instead of the New York logo, by the way. And with the Giants throwback, it's got, what does it have on it? Royal blue and red. I mean, to me, it is absolutely a no-brainer for the Giants. They need to go back to their 80s, 90s uniforms. They have proper contrast. Their current uniforms absolutely do not. I mean, and if you like them, all the power to you. And I get that they're supposed to be throwbacks to their past uniforms decades ago. But this is a case where they went with the wrong design to throw back to. I mean, with their regular uniforms, they should have just left them to what they had before with the Giants helmet word mark on the side of each helmet, or on each side of the helmet, sorry. And by the way, I actually have heard that in the original process of designing their Color Rush uniform, the NFL initially and Nike came to them regarding bringing back their red third jersey from the 2000s, which was just a plain red jersey with white numbers on it, and that's it. And they wanted to do a one-piece red suit. Thankfully, the Giants said no. They also talked about a one-piece monochromatic blue Color Rush uniform, and the Giants said, hell no, we want something traditional. And then somebody suggested a white throwback to the 80s, and they went with that. Doable. So they went with the best option they had possible. But you know what? It sounds like all the teams were forced into this, which is a shame, and they shouldn't have been. But in the Giants' case, I would love to see them just go back to their 80s, 90s, pre-2000 uniforms, because those to me are far better than what they have now. So I'm going to now take another break and read more of your comments. I DM me a link to Rock's Discord. I hope the Flames do that next season. I hope so too. Thanks, Nick. Yes, thanks, Nick, as well. Me being a Bears fan, I'd like a slight update to the uniform or make a throwback jersey. Yep. I mean, if they made a slight update to their uniform, at the most, I'd say maybe change their number font, even though, believe it or not, for a non-block font, I actually like it. But I'll be honest, I really wouldn't want to see the Bears change their uniforms that much. I mean, their home and away uniforms, in my opinion, are actually very, very pretty. It's one of the best in the entire NFL. But maybe if the slight update was maybe a change to their number font to more of a block font, maybe, yeah, that would be doable. Um, with how Nike makes uniforms for the NFL and baseball season, Nick, I've been worrying about the same thing since I heard the announcement that they got Major League Baseball's jersey contract. Uh, Majestic has done a terrific job, and it's to me, it's going to be the NHL to Adidas situation all over again, where you're going to have more experimental uniforms, and they're going to take things like the Players Weekend uniforms and make them even worse. And by the way, I'm not happy that I hear that the Nike logo is going on the front chest. It should be on the sleeves, just like the Majestic uniforms have now. Should be a no-brainer. Major League Baseball should veto that decision 100%. The White Sox retro jersey they wear sometimes looks a lot like the Canadians' white jersey they wore in 03. It does. It actually kind of does. And honestly, I really enjoy seeing that uniform once in a while. And by the way, I think the White Sox actually have their main jerseys are quite nice. They're simple and they're very classy looking. They're sharp. I like them. Hope Nike doesn't ruin Major League Baseball. I hope so too, Sean. I hope Nike changes the Cubs gray road jersey. Yeah, I would like to see a tweak to their away jersey too. I'm not sure what would be the best way to go with that, but I would like to see them make a change to their away jersey too. And Sean, I see that you're working on a comment, so I will wait for you and use this opportunity to take a quick sip of water. Mm. The Cubs make a version of their little. The Cubs make a version of their little. I think that could actually be a. Yep, I don't think that'd be a bad idea at all. So, okay, I see it's now 10 p.m. Pacific time, midnight Central time, and 2 a.m. Atlantic time. And I'm going to now move on and talk about some more additional teams. So let's start with the sadly now relocated to Los Angeles Chargers. The royal blue jersey, I actually really like what they did. I hate, holy crap. I would actually like to see the Chargers switch to that design. Now, to those of you who love the powder blue, and by the way, I do love the powder blue, and I'm glad that they've gone back to wearing it as their main home uniform, colored uniform again. But for me, I find that it's hard for, I don't like powder blue and bright golden yellow together. The problem is that Rams also, Chargers to do it would make sense, and it would not be a good move in my opinion. So, but for royal blue and yellow work better together than powder blue and yellow. But at the same time, I love the Chargers powder blue jersey because it's something different in yellow. But at the same time, I love the Chargers powder blue jersey because it's something different. So, sorry, should switch maybe to just being blue and navy blue and white. But at the same time, they've had gold for so many years now, it wouldn't be right almost. See, I'm not sure what the Chargers should do because, but I mean, their current powder blue jersey, I just don't care for it. I don't know. Powder blue and gold just doesn't look as good together as royal blue and gold. Now, do I want them to stay with navy blue? No, I don't. Now, do I want them to stay with navy blue? No, I don't. Prefer powder blue, by the way. I'm not sure. what the Chargers should do. I mean, at least they've gone back to wearing powder blue at home, eh? I'll take that over nothing at all. But yeah, I mean, I like the color rush jersey, but you know, with their Los Angeles counterpart, the Rams, hopefully going back to royal blue and gold full time. I hope. I'd rather them be in royal blue than the Chargers. But I do like the Chargers jersey, though. Now, moving on to the 49ers. This red on black with no white accents or nothing is just a gong show. You've got these bright gold helmets, and you've got this atrocity below the helmet. I mean, you've got this ultra-modern collegiate / Power Ranger-inspired one-piece black morph suit look that the 49ers have had. And for the second year in a row, I hear that it's probably not going to be used, which I really hope this means that it's been retired. Now, speaking of the 49ers, about last season, they did bring out a throwback all-white uniform. And let me tell you, I love that jersey. So that jersey with white pants and red socks with their gold helmets is a wonderful look. And I hope they keep that over this third jersey. It's just a case of black for black's sake, and honestly, it sucks. If they had to have a color rush uniform, it should have just been a monochromatic white throwback jersey, aka the one that they brought out last season as their color rush uniform at the max. That's it. That jersey and that uniform are hiss. Absolutely hideous. One of the worst uniforms I've seen in the NFL. That one and the Cardinals head-to-toe black color ash uniforms are just atrocious. Now, speaking of atrocious, well, they're a little bit better than atrocious, but the Cincinnati Bengals, so the weird thing is that the names on the back have orange trim around them. The letters have orange bordering around each letter. And yet the numbers have no orange trim of any kind. It's supposed to be just black and white, and the helmets are still orange and black. It makes no sense. I mean, if they could wear white helmets with black Bengal tiger striping or tiger stripes, then okay. Even though it would kind of remind me more of a zebra. But honestly, they would have been better off doing an all head-to-toe black throwback uniform with their orange helmet design, their classic orange tiger stripe helmets. At least that would have been a decent uniform. I mean, it's a neat experiment, but it's not very good. Now, speaking of uniforms that I really don't care for, monochrome red. The Atlanta Falcons piss me off because their red color rush jersey, in my opinion, should be their new home jersey. Now, if they could just wear it once again, I can't complain about it enough. Contrasting pants. Jesus Christ. Wonderful jersey. I mean, it's a bit plain, but you know what? I like it. I really like the Falcons jersey. And actually, I'm going to just type something in here. I'm going to just take a quick look at the Atlanta Falcons color rush jersey because, well, I want to see if there's striping on it or not. Okay, no, it's just a plain red jersey. If they just added some stripes to the sleeves, that should be their new home jersey. And it's a shame that it isn't. Now, moving on to the Rams. I love the jersey. I just hate the one-piece yellow Power Ranger uniform. Why? Imagine if they had contrasting pants with that. Would that not be the perfect third jersey? Now, as for the Philadelphia Eagles,